Hi, I'm Bené, and today I'd like to share with you an invaluable tip that I use almost every day as a professional consultant. That tip is called the feedback sandwich. Now, the cynics out there call this the shit sandwich, and I'll get to the reason why a little bit later in the talk. The reason I think this is such an important tool for every single consultant to know is because as a consultant, you have a high expertise in what you're doing, and you've been brought in at a high rate to fix a problem very rapidly. So if you're able to come in and assess the situation and give feedback to the right people at the right time in such a way where they actually feel validated and they take the feedback on board and incorporate it into the initiative you're involved in, then you're going to be very well received as an effective team player that can get things done and get people on your side. And chances are really good that you'll be asked back. So I find that knowing how to give good feedback is just mandatory for any consultant. You just got to know how to do it, and it's really simple. So there are 3 steps to giving really good feedback. The first step is to tell the person you're communicating with what they did really well. The second step is to give the stretch, the opportunity, the thing that will make it better next time they do it, or for the next draft, or so on. And then end on another thing they're doing really well. So overall, great job. An example of a feedback sandwich, let's say you've been asked to review a document and give some high-level feedback to the author. And you can say, Jane, wow, thanks so much for starting this document. It's a really good start. So that's the first bit. I love the way that you incorporated, you wrote the introduction and the summary about the project. It was really succinct. Well done. For the next draft, I'd really like you to beef up the section on recommendations and maybe just recategorize them a little bit so they read a little bit more clear to the audience. Overall, great job, and I'm really looking forward to the next draft. That's a feedback sandwich. I mean, I don't know if you've ever been in the situation where you've sent in a 20-page document and you got 2 lines back of things that somebody wanted to change, and you just think, well, what about the rest of the document? Was that okay? You spent 3 weeks on it and you get 2 lines back. So the feedback sandwich can be really useful in validating the overall effort that somebody's put into something. One important tip when you are doing a feedback sandwich, and this is why some cynics call it the shit sandwich, is because the feedback needs to be really authentic. It's got to be genuine and heartfelt from you, the person giving the feedback. So think of something that is true before you give a feedback sandwich. So I encourage you to give this a go. Remember, it's just those 3 parts, and it can be really simple and really straightforward. And it might feel a little bit awkward the first time you try it out, but do try it out and just calibrate the person that you're giving the feedback sandwich to, and watch how they are delighted and they really take what you're saying on board, because they're being validated, they're getting a really focused opportunity for growth, and then they're ending on an overall high and feeling that you really respect them and what they've given you in the first instance.